Hi everyone, Lorian here. Welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for Samhain or Halloween. We're going to see what messages are going to come through for you, what seems to be the message for the witch new year, where the veil between the conscious and the unconscious or the subconscious is at its thinnest, and where we can actually feel like we are in the depth of something spiritual. So I know some people believe in it, some people may just think this is for fun. That's fine. There will be messages coming through to you either way. So I'm going to be using the, I think it's the King Arthur or Camelot tarot deck that was gifted to me by my best witchy friend of over 10 years now. And we've also got the Energy Oracle cards and some Work Your Light Oracle cards as well. And if I do need any clarifiers, I'll likely just do some Fairy Tarot, because the fairies like to come out to play during Halloween too. As you can see, we have a magpie feather, we have a conch or a seashell. I also have a little cauldron bath bomb that I recently got. So if you just want to pause the video, take a few moments just to see which one you are drawn most to. We're going to be starting with group 1 as always, going to group 2 and group 3. So I'm just going to proceed all the readings by saying I love Halloween. It's one of my favourite times of the year, even before I became fully aware of my path and that I wanted to get into witchcraft. I adored Halloween. I adore everything. And maybe it's because I'm a Scorpio. Don't know. But I just love the lore around it. I love the traditions around it. As far as my family know, it didn't really kick off in the UK, you know, with trick-or-treating and stuff until E.T. came out. So E.T. has a lot of stuff to come through with bringing some American culture over here. But we've since embraced it. We have Halloween parties. I used to combine it with birthday parties because it's just a week apart. So I was very enthused as a kid, and I'm really, really excited for it this year. I'm super anticipating all the energy it's going to bring, and I really hope that there's some good messages coming from each of these piles towards you. So we're going to start with pile number 1, and without further ado, we'll get to the messages. Okay, group 1, we have the magpie feather here for you guys. I don't know whether you picked it because of its colours or because of the bird itself, but it's really, I've had that for ages. I just found it and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take that as a gift. And I really do love feathers. Feathers are a thing for me, so maybe they're a thing for you. They always bring forwards good messages, so, or different messages. So your tarot cards are Strength, nice. Judgment, okay. So 2 major arcana, 3 major arcana is the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. So you have a lot of stuff coming through for you here. You see what your energy oracle cards are. Journey and adjacent possibilities. Ooh, it's very bright today. It's just going to be a little bit reflecting, I think. And then we have Priestess, very nice. And we have the Great Gathering. So I will go into them a little bit more as we go along. I'm just going to prelude going into this reading by saying I do take my time and channel now. I don't just go from the meanings. I do channel more information. I'm trusting my instincts a lot more. So just to let you know that that's my process. Let me see what's coming through here. One thing as well I'm going to say is that sometimes readers don't get the messages until they talk, and you know, talking is a method of channeling. So if you hear me talk a lot, that's because I'm trying to get the messages that they want to tell you. Yeah, a lot of this is about saying that you have more strength than you know what to do with, or maybe that you realize that you had. The Emperor with the strength is kind of like half the strength. So maybe there's somebody in power or a position of power that you want to ascend to, and that somebody is actually affecting your ascension there. Or this could be somebody who's a mentor or somebody who's going to take you under their wing. Sorry, I do feel that there's a lot of, they want you to be bold. The messages coming through, they want you to be bold. They want you to step into your power. They want to give you this confidence that you have earned. You know, you should know that you're good at whatever it is you're doing. You should know that you are worthy of what you're expecting. You should know that you are good enough to succeed in whatever you want to do. And that's something that I think they're trying to tell you, is that you don't have to wait for permission for anybody here. You don't have to wait for somebody to sign or tick something and say, okay, off you go. This is very important for you to kind of step into the level that has been waiting for you for quite a while. Or actually, you may be wanting to lead. So the priestess says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So if you are, if you're actually going for a particular direction or a particular boss or a particular, you want to get a promotion, or you just want to try out a new career, you want to get a new qualification, you want to be seen as worthy in a family, because sometimes it's just about being seen and being considered equal with the rest of the family. I feel this is coming through for you quite a lot. I also get the impression that it is going to be with other people. You are going to find the people who really do understand you, who get you, who think the world of you. So I do feel that you may have to... Okay, so there was something that I saw recently and it's stuck in my mind right now, so I'm going to tell you. It was about opportunities. And so if you have... It's not just about opportunities coming, oh, here I am, an opportunity on a silver platter. This is more about having the ability to recognise the opportunity when it comes and jumping onto it and seizing that opportunity. So it's not just circumstance, it's also your willingness and intuition to say, ooh, this could be good. So I think that's going to come in. They want you to have the strength to trust and wake up. So judgment is all about being awoken to lead and to follow the call, follow the cause, even. And with strength, I think it's kind of like she's just about to leap on to whatever this dragony looking thing is. So she's about to leap onto this thing. She's ready to go. She's ready to rear into battle. I mean, she's already on lion, but it's like, yes, we're going to do it. We're going to kick ass here. So I do feel, and this is like a blare of, it's on the way, it's coming, be ready. So you're waking up now. Something's coming to you. I'm getting really excited. Something's coming to you and something is really kicking off here. It's like, not everything that comes to you is an opportunity that you need to take advantage of. Not everything that is said to you is something that you need to take notice of. Like, oh, you do this and you do this and you're worthy of this. You know in your heart of hearts what it is you're worthy of. And this is kind of knowing that truth and picking up your sword and taking it forwards. I often say, I often say this is a sword of truth, clarity. You cut cords that you no longer need. If you speak the truth to somebody and they don't like it, then you know that they're not prepared to be on your level. But I do feel like some of you are being called to do something different. You're being called along the path now, and you need to be prepared to maybe do what it takes to do it. You will be surrounded by people who get you and who understand you the more that you go on this path, and the more that you're on it, and the more that you're treating yourself and others with respect. You're going to start to see more things coming towards you. I just think everything's even numbered here. These make up number 8. This makes up the number 8. I just feel like that goes into 8. They're all even numbers, they're all 2s, and if you see 222, this is a divine number, and I feel like this is actually calling you forwards. This is saying, come on, take the steps that you need now. You are worthy of it. There will be, the thing when one door closes, another door opens and all that crap. This is saying there's not just one and one. There are various different avenues that you could go on to. They may not all be the same, but there are still more options, and I believe that there are. It's about knowing which direction to take. I mean, where are you going? Which way are you going? Are you going this way, this way, this way, this way? You have so much to choose from here. You have not just strength as in physical strength, but mental, emotional, strength of will. Like people go on a diet and, it can be very difficult to keep on to it or keep on to a new regime or a hobby or a habit. I think this is kind of what they're trying to say, is that you can see, like a magpie sees, ooh, an opportunity to, you know, get some shiny things or get some food, or, you know, they're very opportunistic actually. So it could be that you're actually living or waking up to your inner power, your inner strength, your inner, what are it called? Your inner emotions, in order to answer the call, because you're being called twice here. It's like, come on, wake up. You know what you hear, like a bugle, not a bugle, what's it called? Like a horn, basically. And it's like, ooh, it's a call. It's a asking you to answer it. And I feel like you've probably heard it for a while, but just open yourself to the universe. Say, okay, I'm willing, and then see how your life changes. If you just go, okay, I'm willing, I think you'll get more answers than maybe you anticipated this time. And that's definitely a time around Halloween, around Samhain, that you're probably going to feel more, maybe more witchy, but certainly more in tune. And let me know in the comments below how things go for you, because I really do feel this is a big change. And also, if you'd like to get a reading from me, all the information is in the description box as to how to contact me on social, on my website. But I do wish you the very best of luck. I'm excited for you guys, group 1, and I'm now going to move on to group 2. Hello, group 2, and for those of you who chose the conch shell, or the, I don't know what you'd call it really, but the shell, the pretty shell. So we have 4 tarot cards here. One thing that I wanted to say about the conch shell is that you may be a water sign, or you may be getting some intuition already coming in, so we will see. 8 of Wands. Ooh, okay, the universe, that's gorgeous, that. The 5 of Swords and the 2 of Shields. Okay, so that's 2 of Pentacles. This is a little bit more nuanced than the last reading that I did in group 1. You have got an amazing card, absolutely amazing, beautiful card. I just think that there's a lot going on. So this one is the World, and this one is basically saying that you're coming to a culmination of something. You are getting onto a sort of a period of your life where you may find that things are coming to a big close, or you're getting closure. Something that feels like it's kind of an era, I would say. An era of your life is coming to an end. One thing that I mentioned in the last reading as well is that I am doing more kind of intuitive readings, not really literally taking the name of the cards and interpreting them that way. So your energy oracle cards, you have the World, which is very similar, and the Magician and the Mirror. And for your oracle, I always get these upside down, Get Grounded and Starseed. Okay, so let me just take a moment just to see what they're telling me. Some of you are feeling defeated, as we sometimes can do. We can feel quite defeated. We can get to a certain point where we're like, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to do it anymore. And to be honest, nobody would blame you if that is the feeling that you're getting, that you're not having stuff that you like to enjoy, you're not getting the reaction from life that you want. That's fine, but that period is coming to a close. So with this one matched twice here, let's see, you have such a great opportunity to remove yourself from things that are not serving you. And if there's, for instance, a person at work that you hate, if there's somebody that you really come into grips with and you're like going at each other's throats, step away. You know, this is a kind of a permission to say, if you don't like them, you don't have to be around them. If you don't like the situation, you can block it off. There are ways that you can block it off energy-wise. But make sure to, within yourself, also think about the future as regards to, I'm so happy that I am being led, currently I am being led towards the best part of my life. So if you think that way, I mean, they're saying there's some frustration that you've maybe had recently and you feel like that's been building up and building up. That's going to release fairly soon. I mean, the 5 of Swords, you may have suffered a defeat, you may have suffered somebody harking up all their successes over you, and you feel kind of put to one side, or there may be some setbacks in health, setbacks in work, something around the family. It doesn't matter which area, but for the majority of you, you've had enough of it, and you've had enough of feeling low or lesser or anything like that. So with this, it does suggest that you are going to have a surprise. It depends on how you handle that surprise as to how well you start off the next cycle. For some of you, it could be your birthday coming up on October, or whenever you see this. It could be that you're actually going into the new year with a new kind of venture coming out, but it does feel that you're having to balance things. So this is about having strong foundations, but also feeling, at least to me, that you have to reach some kind of quid pro quo. Like, you can't do everything on one side, so you can't focus all on your health and then nothing on your career, because if we did that, we'd probably have no stress, we'd go and live in the forest, and that would be that. So for not all of us, that's not viable. So I think what you'd need to do is more go into yourself, go into the feeling of, okay, so what do I need? Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And balance that out. So maybe there's a compromise that you can create somewhere here. Like, maybe you can't be, some kind of editorial person who in a bit like a big shot in New York, but you can start working towards that. You can start doing the things that are necessary to do it. And I think there's always a path that you can choose that'll assist you on the way there. So there's something here that's saying, don't fret, this period is ending, you're going to go into a better place now. And it's not necessarily meaning you're leaving the earth, but you are moving on into a better area, a better sense of life, a better sense of who you are. And that's really important, I think, for you to be comfortable with where you are on this earth. You need to be settled in who you are and be happy with the things that you want to do. So maybe some people are making you second guess yourself. Maybe they're making you feel a little bit like you don't want to be yourself. Now, this is only for like 20% of you, but there's something that seems to say, carry on going. In fact, with this here, there's quite a particular energy that you get from these two. This could literally be the same person in this card. So it could be the magician in the mirror, somebody who's having that balance of light or hot and cold, and having that balance of trying to maneuver themselves into a better place or state of being. He's got the infinity symbol. He wants to be in tune with things. He wants to be accepting of things. It could be somebody who really wants to deliver on a promise that they made, and you're trying to balance delivering a promise but also helping yourself. So I feel like with this one, he could be going out into the world. It could be balancing yourself before you take that job, before you travel, before you take that leap into something that maybe you didn't think you had the kahunas to do. But I do feel that you have to answer some kind of call here, because it's saying what lights you up. Starseed is very much about having that feeling of, you know what, I'm dissatisfied, so what can I do? As soon as you start asking the right questions, you'll start getting answers, and you'll start seeing things change because you're asking the right questions, not why does this always happen to me, or why is this happening again. The right questions are, how do I change this? Is there some way, or where is the way? Open-ending questions, So it would be what, where, why, who, how, not the yes or no questions that can't give you or show you a map. If you want to have a direction, you have to say, okay, so which way is best for me? How do I better myself in order to see the signs and get to where I need to be? Who should I contact? Which direction should I go in? And that'll give you more answers and more explanations to the direction in which you should be heading, or the choices that you should be making. But if you're not in tune with your intuition, it may be more difficult to do that. So do get more intuition, and then get grounded. You can do that actually. There's I think it's a tree meditation on YouTube that I do very frequently, and it grounds you, it roots you into the soil so that you feel very comfortable, but you're also in tune with yourself. I would highly recommend doing something in order to connect you with your body as well, like yoga, because they do prana and you can feel all your energy going through. But also this is high sensitivity, connecting with nature, getting back to your roots, getting back to feeling who you are and how you want to be. So ultimately, I do feel that they're saying, okay, don't panic about anything. If things are going wrong, don't panic. Reel yourself in, get grounded. Things are going to change faster when you change your thinking. And I think this is going to help you balance things out, get rid of any energies that you don't feel that are helpful to you. Like maybe it's, I don't feel worthy of this job opportunity. You are worthy of it, and now you need to step up into that. Maybe it's, how can I progress myself? How can I find these opportunities, or how can I do this? But not in the despairing manner of the how, just like, okay, give me a heads up. How can I better myself and do this? How can I work with the universe in order to get it? And you will receive an answer. So I think the more that you put yourself out there and ask the universe for cooperation, the more I think you'll get it, rather than closed off. Am I ever going to do this? Or is this ever going to change? Well, the answer will be yes, but you won't be happy with the answer. So it's like, again, a very small amount of you who may be closed, very small amount of you. But I still have to say the message, just in case you lean a little bit into that way of thinking. You need to continue with, very possibly with the confidence that you can do no wrong. Go into confidence. Go into, I'm here and I'm great. And then I think you'll be absolutely fine. I hope that helps you, my lovely, lovely group twos. Let me know in the comments below what you have planned for Halloween, or if this reading resonated with you. I also have social links if you'd like a personal reading down below in the description box. You can get in contact with me any of those ways. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I really do appreciate it. I'm wishing you the very, very best for Halloween and the future. I do see good things coming. But let me know how things are. And I'm about to go on to the final group with group 3. Take care, everybody. Hello, lovely group 3. This will be for those of you who chose the cauldron. It's actually a bath bomb. So it's kind of delicate at the moment. It smells of lemon and it's lovely. Oh no, I'm going to put it where it melts. But if you pick that one, you may be feeling a little bit like you want some magic in your life, or that you feel that something's brewing, or that there's something that you want to pay attention to and bring to fruition. So let's have a look and see. So your tarot cards are the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so your energy oracle card is, cards, should I say. First chakra, Archangel Michael, the Door to Romance, 33. And then your oracle cards here are Dance with Life and the Ever Unfolding Rose. So as I said in previous readings, I am doing a little bit more channeling now. So I'm just going to arrange these and then see if I can get the messages through. Okay, so the main thing that's coming through is the fact that you do have an ability this time around, or this isn't particularly for October, this is just what the veil is trying to tell you and what the messages for Samhain is trying to tell you, or Halloween. This is pretty much something that's bringing in a sense of energy for your lower core of your being. So you may be trying to ground yourself a little bit more than normal. It could be something that you're feeling a little bit more detached, or you felt foggy headed, or you felt like you're just kind of going around in a daze, almost like you've been drinking a potion. So it could be that you feel like something's not quite making sense and you're trying to stumble through, because all I'm getting at the moment is a fog, and literally like a pea soup fog in front of me. And it's something that's sort of trying to put one step in front of the other, or one foot in front of the other, and you're trying to get somewhere by seeing just how, the little bit in front of you. So it could be that you've been a little bit unfocused, people haven't been clear with you, and this could be something that has just been temporary, or you just started experiencing it, but it is going to, clear up very soon. I feel a lot like this is you maybe questioning a little bit more, questioning in this pause where it is you need to be. But I do also feel that there could be something that another person is not making it clear whatsoever. And it could be somebody very close to you, it could be a friend, or indeed a loved one, it could be a partner, but they're not being clear in the slightest about what they want from you. And that could be something that's really grinding your gears. You're really not happy with it. I'm going to start with these two actually, because it could be that the Seven of Swords, this can be somebody who is trying to manipulate you. It could be somebody who's trying to get something over on you. And the Three of Pentacles, or Three of Shields in this case, could be indicative that this person is at work, or it could be somebody who's trying to get in the way of your spotlight, of your dream, of your relationship. So it may even be the partner that you're with, or the best friend that you're trying to organise things with. But they don't seem to have your best interests at heart here. They don't seem to... I think that what they're doing, or they're trying to say, is that this person's watching too much. This person is studying you too much, trying to get hold of what's going on in your life and, try to pinpoint things that they can exploit, or, something like that feels like it's coming forwards here for you. And I think in most cases, but only maybe 50% of the people who are watching this, I think in most cases this will be somebody on the outside looking in. So it's not somebody that you're intimate with or very friendly with, but it's somebody who's got jealous and they're trying to infiltrate your mood. So they're just trying to make you aware of it. It's not to say that they're going to ruin your life, but what the cards are trying to say is just be aware of them and don't give them enough rope to hang you with it. Don't let them do this to you a little bit more. I think with the Three of Pentacles, it does show you methodically working, methodically going through the plans that you've put in place. Maybe it means that you can't really play as much as you've wanted to, but it does feel like you're coming into a new set of being, and you are going to be somebody who develops and be quite positive. And especially with these two here, I have to get these for you because this is mostly suggesting to you that you need to just be grounded. So there is a grounded meditation on YouTube. I might actually link it below. This is to do with making sure that you feel like you have your feet in the soil and then everything is reaching up, and it really does help me if you're feeling foggy. So what I would suggest you do is do a meditation like that, but also know that you need to trust your instincts. This again, somebody may have the heart locked, and it might be you. And what you need to do is feel like, is it safe to unlock it, or is it too much of an effort to try and get somebody to open up to you? Are they being too forceful in trying to push you away? Are there any hints that are coming through here for you to take notice of? Are the people, even just friends, trying to dismiss you? If so, that could be somebody who's very against the energy that you're trying to put into yourself. So that's something that you need to look into a little bit more. But if you are partnered with somebody else, if you are coupled, I feel like there's kind of this tension that may have been around you or maybe starting, and the key is just to ground yourself so you can see it from that connection. So you can see it from the real side rather than the side that they maybe want you to pick up on and they want you to see. Now this could be to do with an air sign, or you could be an air sign. Sorry, a fire sign. Oh well, since I said air, you might actually have some air somewhere, but this is normally a fire sign, and it could be the fact that you are trying so hard not to give up. It's storming all around her, it's storming all around here. This woman is holding on, she's going to where she needs to be. And here we have the Nine of Wands, and that's kind of saying, look, there's a ruin here, there's all these treasures that have been washed up, but they are still continuing, you're still going, you're weathering the storm. You know that there's going to be clear skies ahead and you're carrying on. So it could be, for some of you, this is an illness, or this could be just a series of unfortunate events that have really taken you by surprise, and you're trying your best to kind of feel your way through this situation. But what they're trying to say is, if you ground yourself, because every time there's stress we immediately go mental and I don't mean like balmy or anything, but we go to our third eye, we go to our heart chakra, our throat chakra, and it's all up. It's all the upper ones. And this can cause some dysfunction with the rest of our chakras. It can make us all out of whack. So if you start with the lowest one, if you start with your root chakra, and then kind of build upon that and clear that and make sure that you're grounded and you're centered, everything else should align and you might be able to see the wood for the trees. I feel like with the ever unfolding rose, this is also saying, you know, it's happening for you, not to you. So it's kind of like, I hear people say, oh, it was a horrible experience, so everything else is going to be exactly the same. Not really. You know, if a bad experience happens, that was a bad experience. It doesn't mean it's a fact and it's going to happen every single time. It just means that there was something to give you some knowledge about how to handle the events in the future. It was to shape you. It feels like there's something that's, you know, it will come to light. It will be something that you can see clearer the more it goes on, like the ever unfolding rose. When it's tightly wound in a little bud and then it just kind of opens, you will see it for what it is. You will see the heart of the matter. But they are asking you to just have fun. Do something to change your energies. This could be the full moon around, when is it? Could be mid-October, mid-November. Could be whenever you want it to be, really. But it's something that just feels like you need to grow and shine and just release something that's been plaguing you. Just do something silly like dance around. Put on your guilty pleasure film and just have a nice time. I think things have been too serious for you for quite a long time. That's the energy that I'm getting. That's the energy that really feels like it's, you know, deep down. So maybe if you're able to just breathe, lighten up, do a little boogie if you can, do something that gives you some pleasure about the world, or do something that really makes you feel like you have, you know, a bright moment in maybe what you can't see. I think that will really help you. Because I do feel that you, my darling group threes, have got a long way ahead of you. You have so much good stuff to come through. You have so much brightness. But the way that they're giving me the messages is just like, you can't see that yet. Maybe it just started. Maybe this period of, you know, worry has just started for you. Get rid of it before it can take hold. Get rid of it and continue in the knowledge that you're safe, secure, loved, wanted, and respected. And I think that could be something that you can maybe take on board for the rest of this year, if not into next year, and just kind of say, you know what, every time I feel a bit flustered, I'm just going to ground myself. I can weather this storm. It's all going to be okay. I'm not going to give up just now. I'm going to continue. So let me know in the comments below what it is that resonates with you. If you are striving to do something, do let me know. Also, if you want to get a reading with me, all the information is in the description box below. But in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love and happiness and hopefully some healing energy. Hopefully you'll get through this very soon if this is something that you're trying to deal with. But I will speak to you guys in the very, very near future. And in the meantime, take care and thanks for watching. Bye bye.